Thank you. I take it from your answer that you're perfectly happy then with the situation.
So, by situation, I mean, are you suggesting that I'm unclear?
Well, can I give you maybe two instances?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Which were very widely shared on social media and then reported in the press. There was an incident just before or just during the early June protests in London, where there were two policemen running away from protesters down Buckingham Palace Road. They looked to be quite young protesters, actually, but the police were actively running away from them. Then during, much more recently, the White City Estate block party, as it's known, the police there en masse retreated. Now, we have been talking this morning about confidence in the police and how it is declining. But we've been looking at it entirely through this prism of diversity in the police force or whatever. Surely you can see, Mr. Mayor, that if you see police running away en masse or individually, that does not inspire public confidence in them.
I think what, with respect, you're in danger of doing is forming a conclusion based on a snapshot of a short clip. Okay. What I don't want is our police officers being assaulted. What I don't want is our police officers in all situations getting fully kitted up in relation to an incident. So what the police do is rely upon experienced public order commanders who are on the ground and have operational independence to make decisions based on individual circumstances. That means, for example, they will retreat if their personal safety is compromised and then return fully kitted up if need be. And so I think we're in danger of, inadvertently becoming armchair commanders. And what I do is trust the police to have the right expertise to deal with each situation.
Well, it's not just me, Mr. Mayor. I mean, it was reported in the press. It's not just me being an armchair commander. You know, if you see two policemen running away from basically teenagers, you have to ask, what have they been told to do? What have their commands been? Maybe they are the wrong ones. Because at the very time when we're possibly facing more social disorder, there is a real sense amongst the public that actually the police simply are in retreat. The morale amongst most of the, many of the ordinary officers is very, very low. It's actually aimed very much at the upper echelons of the police. Right? When you see this sort of thing, Mr. Mayor, this is exactly the kind of thing that does not instill confidence.
Well, I think your question highlighted the contradictions in your thinking. On the one hand, you're criticising police officers, and on the other hand, complaining about low morale amongst police officers. No, the point I'm trying to make to you, you are. Your question quite clearly did.
No, it's not a contradiction. They are told what to do, presumably by their seniors, right? They have to do it. They have to do those things, but they are told that that might lead to what is obviously a real lowering of morale. I mean, the fact is the police appear now to much of the public to be frightened of their own shadows. This is the problem. Do you not even accept that, Mr. Mayor?
I don't agree with your diagnosis that the police are scared of their own shadow. My experience with the police is that the public order commanders we have in the Met Police Service are some of the best in the country. The Commissioner and her Deputy Commissioner and the senior team, even though they're experienced, they don't second question what the operational commanders are doing on the ground because they realise that the commander on the ground is fully seizing all the information rather than senior police officers. And yet we have in City Hall Assembly members who think they know more than the Commissioner and public order commanders. I respect your point of view. I just disagree with you that I, as the Mayor, can second guess what an individual commander may be measuring up when it comes to an individual case.
No, because, Mr. Mayor, it's not a question. Of course, I'm not in the police. I don't have police experience, and this is ridiculous. But you are effectively the chief policeman in this city, and the truth is that the culture now of the police appears apologetic. Whether it is, for example, the Commissioner actually apologising to Bianca Williams after having said that her officers did nothing wrong, or police officers taking the knee, and this kind of thing. This is the sort of thing which basically makes people feel uncertain that they can be protected and that the police are effectively doing their jobs.
Well, just during the course of the last 2 hours, we've had assertions that the police can sometimes be too aggressive. We've had assertions from you that they sometimes are running away. I mean, it's clear the police can't police the assembly on either flank. I'm quite clear that in relation to public order, which is what the question was about, our commanders do a job where they have operational independence, often in difficult situations where they're making split-second decisions.
I think, Mr. Mayor, I mean, you're...
So you're out of time now.
You're playing one assembly member off
Assembly member Whittle, you're out of time now.
Happy to sow seeds of retreat?
He's out of time. Sorry, you're out of time. Thank you very much.